first down.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now here's a throw that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second and 2. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll look to throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And out of bounds right around the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through something.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Grover Stewart. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Hines. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating the win.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be brought down. Still a yard or two short even of the 1st down. So things looking bleak here. They've got to convert on 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another day.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and